Welcome back, Tech Room enthusiasts. We're TrustedShoppingGuide.com, and today we're in the Tech Room. In this video, two gaming console brands will be going head-to-head. We have the Sony PlayStation 5 and the Microsoft Xbox Series X. It's almost 2 years since PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X was released, to much fervor among gamers and casuals alike. However, almost 2 years after the release of these two gaming behemoths, it can still be quite hard to get a unit for yourself. For that reason, many people are still left with a huge decision to make. Will I get the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X? If you're one such person who's asking this question, then you definitely clicked on the right video. In today's episode, we will be pitting these next-gen gaming consoles against each other in a battle of epic proportions, with both of them having earned 5 badges from our team at TrustedShoppingGuide.com. You'll be in for a show that's sure to blow your mind. Without further ado, here's today's episode of Brand Wars. If you are interested in other gaming consoles that we have reviewed, do check out our gaming console review video linked below. If you want direct links to the products themselves, all these links are also listed below too. The first category that these gaming consoles will be going toe-to-toe with would be their design. For the most part, whether you like a console's design comes down to personal preference. Some like a little bit of heft to show how much of a beast their gaming console is. Some, however, want something that's more refined and portable, which provides them with more flexibility in terms of desk space management. Be that as it may, we have to admit that we are big fans of elegant and streamlined design work since it looks modern, futuristic, and saves space on your desk. The PlayStation 5 has a unique design that makes it look like it takes up more space than it actually does. Having said that, it can be a pain to switch from vertical to horizontal configuration, which is a turn-off for people who transport the console from room to room in different configurations. The Xbox Series X, however, is still pretty bulky but manages its space much better. Aside from that, the Xbox Series X sports a sleek black box design that looks like a small tower PC. It has a clearly defined power button as well as a pairing button to make wireless connections painless. Without hesitation, the Xbox Series X design outshines the competition thanks to its simple yet elegant look. Having said that, it wins this round and draws first blood in the battle. The second category that these two brands will be going toe-to-toe with would be their controller. When it comes to gaming, you're going to need reliable game controllers if you want to win. Whether you're using a first-party PlayStation or Xbox controller or a third-party controller, it should allow you to get the most out of the game without compromising performance. It is no surprise then that gaming controllers play an important role in enhancing your gaming experience and immersion. The Xbox Series X controller is nearly identical to the previous generation Xbox One controller. The only difference we spot are the textured grips, shoulder buttons, the improved D-pad, and the new share button in the center. This pretty much proves the point that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Still, however, the fact that it runs on AA batteries instead of a built-in rechargeable unit can leave some players scratching their heads as to why Microsoft isn't catching up on this trend. On the flip side, the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller is a big departure from the DualShock 4. With a two-tone color scheme and much bigger grips, it feels and looks better on your hands. Aside from that, the controller adds a variety of new features, extremely sensitive haptics, and a built-in mic among them. The haptic feedback is impressive, mimicking the feel of objects rolling around in a box or putting up realistic resistance when you push a trigger. Although both controllers are big improvements over their previous generation's iterations, we will have to give this round to the PlayStation 5's DualSense controller. It takes gameplay immersion one giant step forward, which is a big plus in our books. Having said that, it earns 1 point and ties up the battle at 1 apiece. The third category that these two brands will be going toe-to-toe with would be their performance. Performance is arguably the most important aspect we should examine when choosing a gaming console. Every generation heralds a new standard or baseline for graphical fidelity and gameplay immersion. It is the main reason why we anticipate each generation of console specs, eager to get a glimpse of what the future of gaming holds for all of us. In this category, we will be examining each console's CPU and GPU specs as well as its real-time speed and performance. The PlayStation 5 CPU is a custom 3rd generation 8-core Zen 2 Ryzen chip. As for the GPU, it's a heavily customized variant of AMD's Radeon Navy, which can simulate 3D audio and support ray tracing. The Xbox Series X, on the other hand, also has an 8-core Zen 2 system, but the Xbox Series X version clocks in at 3.8 GHz. Meanwhile, the GPU can handle 12 teraflops, which allows the Xbox Series X to support hardware-accelerated real-time ray tracing, leading to gorgeous visuals. It is worth noting, however, that the PlayStation 5's exclusives thus far have been much smoother than most of what Xbox's games had to offer. This is thanks to PS5 exclusives being developed with just one console in mind. Although the Xbox Series X has more overall power to play with, that doesn't mean it performs better than the competition. Having said that, the PlayStation 5 is our winner for this category, and it earns another point to break away from the competition at 2-1. The fourth category that these two brands will be going toe-to-toe with would be their backward compatibility. The elephant in the room whenever a new generation of gaming consoles appears is whether they are backward compatible. With only a small number of exclusive launch titles having been released over the past year and a half for both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, backward compatibility is a serious factor to consider when choosing your console of choice. The PlayStation 5's backward compatibility makes nearly all PS4 games playable on the new console. You can also play PS4 games online alongside those of the previous generation, so there's no need for all your friends to update consoles to continue to play together. When it comes to the Xbox Series X, however, backward compatibility is taken just a step further than the competition. Not only are all Xbox One games backward compatible, but you'll also be able to play hundreds of Xbox 360 games and even a stack of original Xbox games from 3 generations ago. Additionally, if you're subscribed to Xbox Game Pass, then you can play over 300 games spanning different generations at a click of a button. Clear as day, the Xbox Series X takes backward compatibility to a whole new level, especially when paired with a subscription to Xbox Game Pass. Having said that, it earns 1 point and ties the battle up at 2 apiece. This leads us to an exciting tiebreaker round. The fifth and final category that these two brands will be going toe-to-toe with would be their first-party exclusives. Although the new generation of consoles can shine as much as they can with their technologies, the things fans will actually remember for years to come are the exclusive games. Whether it's The Last of Us and God of War from PlayStation, Halo from Xbox, or The Legend of Zelda and Mario Kart from Nintendo, high-quality first-party exclusives tell amazing stories and showcase excellent game design that captures our imagination and hearts. One of the biggest reasons why the PlayStation 4 is considered the definitive winner of the last generation's console wars is because of its long and impressive list of PlayStation exclusive games. Having said that, the PlayStation 5 seems to be treading the same path, with the upcoming sequel of God of War and the newly released Horizon Forbidden West being PS exclusives. Aside from that, Deathloop, Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and Death Stranding Director's Cut are also some great exclusive that PS5 has in its roster. The Xbox Series X, meanwhile, also has a few exclusive titles such as Halo Infinite and Microsoft Flight Simulator. As far as this category goes, however, Xbox doesn't seem to be as laser-focused on releasing first-party exclusives, focusing instead on cloud gaming and backward compatibility. In terms of the variety and quality of first-party exclusives, the PlayStation 5 is still ahead of its competition so far. With the life cycle of the console only just beginning, however, there's still a lot of time for the Xbox Series X to catch up and win the war. Finally, we have come to the end of this battle of gaming consoles between the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Even though it was a very tough fight, the PlayStation 5 beats the Xbox Series X by a narrow margin of 1 point. As much as we would like to keep going on about the wonderful features these gaming consoles offer, there can only be one victor today, and the PlayStation 5 has already claimed its throne as it awaits for yet one more battle with another formidable opponent. And there you have it, folks. The battle between the Sony PlayStation 5 and the Microsoft Xbox Series X has finally ended. If you have any contenders for our next gaming console face-off which you would like our team to test, do drop it in the comment section below and we'll be sure to assess them for our next update. If you liked this video and it helped you in any way, please do give it a like and hit the subscribe button so that you can stay connected and updated with all of our research into everything that makes our tech rooms great. We look forward to seeing you at thetrustatedchoppingguide.com again soon.